Hello, this is Idiot Sick Podcast. Well, actually, no, it's me, Dre. Coming
And
from
it's me,
Idiot Sick
Trevor. Well, it
Pod.
is the Idiot Stick
Jesus
podcast.
Christ.
And that one is
JJ.
JJ.
That one.
I pointed at you. You couldn't see it because I'm, 4 hours away from you, but I did point at you.
We're far. Are we far? No. I don't know.
Like 3.5.
Something like that. Something like that.
And today, the first thing we're going to be talking about is another segment which we also don't have a name for. It's the segment where I talk about conspiracy theories and or government experiments and or cryptids and or whatever have you. I mean, cryptids will probably be a different segment. But this one is about just the conspiracies. Because this one's about a conspiracy with no evidence to back up that any part about it was actually real at all, at least not publicly available, which I'm assuming it never will be because it's a fucking conspiracy
Which means
written
it's not
by
real.
some loony. But the way that it started out was in 1955. There was this man named Carl M. Allen, and he sent this just like anonymous letter or like a package, something in the mail called, and it was marked Happy Easter, and it contained this book called The Case for the UFO, Unidentified Flying Objects. And it was written by Morris K. Jessup. But he sent that to the U.S. Office of Naval Research.
Of course. That makes sense.
And in the margins, it had a bunch of like annotations made by Carl M. Allen himself. And then like after that, in 1956, he started sending a bunch of letters to Jessup, the guy that wrote that book, The Case for the UFO. And they were basically like, he wrote them as if he was writing from 3 different people, but it was obviously him for all of them.
Right.
But he was basically warning Jessup about getting too close to uncovering certain secrets about UFO space travel and whatnot, and how it was dangerous and all this different stuff.
Because he'd been there.
Yeah. Well, no. See,
What's his claim?
what he described was witnessing a government experiment back in 1940. I think it was 1943.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in 1943, this part that actually happened was there was a U.S. Naval destroyer built called the USS Eldridge,
Okay.
which is not Eldritch, not like space entities, but Eldridge, just a name.
Okay.
But supposedly it was fitted with some kind of like experimental technology, like cloaking technology, that would not just hide it to radar, but actually turn the whole destroyer invisible.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
Carl, claimed to have been there for those experiments. He claimed to have seen it. What he stated was that somehow, during the experiment, the destroyer, number one, it successfully turned invisible, but it also somehow inexplicably teleported to Norfolk, Virginia, for like a period of 10 minutes, and then reappeared in the Philadelphia yard. It's like, maybe it supposedly it didn't turn invisible, but it actually teleported somewhere else, so they thought it was invisible, and then teleported back.
What?
And he claimed, and there have been like eyewitnesses, quote unquote, that were on the ship or near the ship. Someone was from a ship that was docked nearby, that claimed that like when it came back, like all of the crew was messed up, most of them mentally, but some of them were actually, some of them just straight up disappeared. Some of them merged with the ship, like in Pirates of the Caribbean, kind of, one part of the crew, part of the ship. Some of them actually merged with a ship, they claimed.
That
And these like horrendous, grotesque. Some people turned into piles of just meat, but that is basically the meat and grit of the Philadelphia experiment. That's what why it's called the Philadelphia experiment.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of it relating to Carl M. just falls under that as well. But that was supposedly the Philadelphia experiment, was getting this naval destroyer to turn invisible with some untested technology. But this was back in 1943. Back when, there was all this crazy shit with Nazi Germany experimenting, trying to figure out how to give people, telekinetic powers and all these different things. And flying aircraft were becoming more advanced, so yada yada. People thought that the government were doing all kinds of just insane, super advanced things.
Yeah.
It's obviously not that true because
No.
it was 1943.
Because they didn't have anything near that technology.
So then Carl claims that after that, the government scrapped work on the whole invisibility project and instead tried to make a project that made the destroyers appear invisible just on radar. So, I mean, that's that. After that, people tried to get in contact with Carl M. and whatnot, and they always had no luck doing it.
Yeah.
I think Jessup, the guy that wrote that book originally, ended up taking his own life at one point because, like, he wrote more books on UFOs that didn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much where it dies. That's one of the biggest and earliest government experiments / conspiracies out there. It's one of the earliest ones. Because after that, most of the things we talk about are going to take place in like the 60s and 70s. But there's also a lot of World War II stuff that happened as well, and even some World War I stuff, but that's later. That's pretty much all I have for the Philadelphia experiment.
I'd like to point out that this guy's name is Carl. Of course it's a Carl.
Carl? Yeah.
Like from Jimmy Neutron.
He I think he went under a pseudonym as well. Let me look at this. Let me look this up real quick. I think when he was writing to Jessup himself, he went by a pseudonym. And it was like really close to his own name, funny enough.
It was
like
Marl.
Carlos.
I'm pretty sure it was Carlos. Yeah, let me see this. I can't find it. I think it was so his name is Carlos or Carl M. Allen, and I think his pseudonym he went by was Carlos Miguel Allende.
What the fuck is that last name he made up?
Allende.
That's not a real last name.
Yeah, I might have that wrong, but that's pretty close to what it was. But yeah, that's the Philadelphia experiment in a nutshell. There have been movies made about it and all kinds of different stuff. Obviously not very popular ones, but there have been movies made about it. But yeah, that's that. But you know who wasn't on board the USS Eldridge when it teleported to and from Norfolk, Virginia?
Did you say who was or wasn't?
Wasn't. That would be
Carl.
our Smash character of the episode.
Well, he might have been actually.
Yeah, he did.
Well, maybe
He does
Kirby's been all over the
teleport in
place.
the intro of Smash.
No,
That's
he
true.
goes at warp speed
Well, he
or
doesn't
something like that.
teleport. He does warp speed. Get it right.
Sorry.
He could have been on it. He could have eaten the ship, and then it disappeared into his stomach. He was like under the water.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Anyways, Dre usually do this segment now.
Yeah, this is where we talk about Smash character of the episode. This is Kirby. My opinion on Kirby is he is really good online for like Elite Smash as a character, but you don't see him a lot. You don't see a lot of pros using him. You know.
You do more so in Japan. There are quite a few Japanese pros that use Kirby and
Well,
do
just
really
because
well
they're
with him.
big fans of the character.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of how it goes. Like in the different areas of the world where Smash is played. But I'm the only one here that mains Kirby, even though JJ keeps avidly denying that I do, even though I whoop his ass for
I
him.
mean, you don't.
I do main Kirby.
You play him once like every 10 times we play.
What? I play him like at least once every
No.
other time we play.
No.
Opinion.
You fucking liar.
No. I refuse
You're
to
straight
accept
up
that.
liar. Anyways, what I like about his moves is that they all come out basically instantly, and there's almost no end.
It's fucked. It's absolutely
he
fucked,
is
and I
fucked
hate
up.
it. I hate it
His
so
moves
much.
are very weak. His only strong moves are like
I
up
know,
smash and forward
but
smash.
you can't stop him. And your dash attack's pretty good.
Okay, dash attack's pretty strong too, and his side B. And his down B.
Mm-hmm. Any more you want to list off after you've just said half the moves?
No, that's all of them. So he's got a few. But,
I'd like to
yeah.
say the names of his throws, which are pretty cool. His back throw is Brain Buster. His forward
Ooh.
throw is Power Bomb. His up
nice.
throw is Ninja Drop. And his down throw is Victory Dance.
Of course it is.
Makes sense. That's the little tippy-toe dance he does when he wins in Smash, so I mean, yeah.
And in his own game. That's
And
where
his
it
own
came
game.
from.
Which, the new one's fucking coming out soon. That'll be dope.
Oh, that weird, what's looking
Kirby
like
Odyssey.
Kirby Odyssey, yep. That's really all I can call it.
Basically, just Kirby Odyssey. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to buy that.
So am I. I haven't played a Kirby game in a long time.
I haven't
Kirby's
at all.
moves have barely been changed. In fact, I
It's
don't know
not-
that they have
Nope.
been changed.
Actually,
No.
I have a list right here.
They have not been changed.
So on his dash attack went for a whirl here. So
I feel like, yeah.
On the N64, he like fell on the ground and did like a baseball slide for his dash attack. In Melee, he turned into a spinning fireball, which now he does in Ultimate. They brought that back. But in Brawl and Smash 4, he does the handstand spinning, like with both legs.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I forgot
that,
him.
Yeah.
God, that looked stupid.
I
Thank
like
God they
that
brought back the fireball.
No, I like that one.
No, I think the fireball's better.
It is better, but I like that one too.
His Nair on N64 was a kick like Mario, just a generic like foot out, and now he spins like a cartwheel.
Right, and now it's even more fucked.
I feel like it has a lot of knockback if you hit like inside of the character.
Yeah, if you hit right at the beginning of the move, that's when it has the most knockback.
Which is easy as Kirby, who can chase you forever.
Yeah.
His forward air on N64, he twirled his feet in front, like his down air now. And now on all the other games, he does multiple kicks.
Yeah. What happened to down air was different, wasn't it?
His down air was the same throughout all.
Was it?
Yeah, just the spinning twirl.
I thought it was different. Oh.
His down special, all it did was change the items he morphed into throughout the games.
Trevor, what the fuck does that mean?
So you know, Breath of the Wild chest is an Ultimate, and that wasn't in before. Just he changed into a different like types of items. His side special, he can hold it now in Ultimate. I don't believe he could hold it in other games.
No, it used to just be you hit the thing and it went yeah.
Yeah, it had a very short window.
It was like fucking worse than the Falcon Punch to try to land that bitch.
And finally, one of the worst final smashes, which was Brawl, he would cook you up.
That was terrible.
It was awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very bad.
The sword was a big upgrade. I'm so thankful they went to the sword.
Looks way cooler too.
Also that. It looks cooler and it's much better. And it's also a much stronger Final Smash because the pot didn't do shit to you either. Like
no.
Like
put a bunch of damage on you, but it's like smash speed was not very high at all. Its launch speed was
really low. 30 damage.
It's not good. That's not a lot of damage for a Final Smash.
I mean,
that's like low tier Final Smash damage.
And it would drop a bunch of items that maybe the enemy could get a hold of too.
Yeah, so it didn't just help you. It like at least with Peach and Daisy,
when she did her move, it put them to sleep. So you could go pick them all up.
And then you can punish and then pick up. So. But fuck. Bad move.
So,
bad move.
Is he a broken character? What Trevor said,
yes.
Like he likes about is what I don't like. So his moves come out instant.
His moves come out instantly and he has no end lag. And he can chase you forever.
Opportunity to take
fuck that goddamn character.
Yeah. Unless I were to do something like a side B or down B, there's like no opportunity to capitalize on end lag.
And like you can't kill him off stage because Trevor, you remember that Falco and Kirby we did?
Yeah,
that you streamed.
I just went under the map and went to the other side.
Yeah, I went off stage to kill you, and you just went around to the other side of the map. Nothing
Super
I did would kill him. I got the spike like 3 times too.
Kirby's broken in lore. He's basically an indestructible god. He's probably canonically the most powerful character in Nintendo.
Yes. 100%.
No, I think for certain he is. He's killed gods.
Yes,
basically.
And he killed God with ease. Like
he punched a planet in half. He's done that.
Why do I feel like you say almost every character punches a planet in half?
He did, because a lot of characters do.
You said DK does. Sephiroth.
Oh no, DK did not punch a planet in half. DK punched a moon into the planet.
That's different.
Sephiroth can destroy a planet with just
magic
by exploding the sun.
Yeah,
because he's Sephiroth. Even though it wasn't really real, it's complicated.
Who else destroys freaking?
What was that? No. So like to give it
probably
perspective,
Luigi if he felt like it. Honestly,
to give it perspective, you know the Death Battle series on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It was Kirby and Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Kirby won.
Didn't Kirby win? Yeah. Kirby fucking won.
Majin Buu, one of the strongest characters in Dragon Ball Z. Lost to Kirby. Fucking.
No, he's straight up though. Kirby's stronger than DK, stronger than all them. Because DK punched a planet down into a moon down into a planet, but the planet or the moon itself was.
Who cares if you can punch through the planet?
Yeah, Kirby can punch a planet in fucking half with his fist.
Like
a whole planet, like not a moon, a planet.
With his fist or his nubs?
Was nub.
His nub turns into a realistic looking fist.
Yeah, he had that power up.
The brawler, no, not the brawler. The one that does the multi-hit.
Fighter.
The one that his jab's based off of.
Yeah, he had that power up, but like, yeah, he punched a fucking planet in half with it.
It was impressive.
Knuckles can do that.
Knuckles can.
Knuckles can do that. Knuckles says he can do that.
Knuckles says a lot of things. He's also a feminist, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, true. He's a better feminist than most
women. In the show, at least.
He is a woman?
He did that in the show. He called the fucking Amy out. It was funny.
Was it Sonic Boom? Was that the show?
Yeah. Those games sucked.
Back to Kirby.
Yeah.
I think Kirby is...
B-.
B- tier. We've given a lot of characters that tier.
I think he's B+.
I've given a lot of characters
I think he's B+.
You think he's B+?
Yeah, honestly, just because of the lack of end lag and the ability to get like everything out.
Like, I think he's B tier. Of course, I'm biased because I play him.
Yeah.
An Echo Fighter, though, there's a lot in the Kirby franchise. Literally any of the
any of the partners from the most recent one.
I guess they're already colors. They're already technically colors in his.
No. I mean not those. I mean like the actual. In one of the more recent games, you had like the buddy system and all that. So like even that would be okay. Or like I think Marks.
Yeah, you can do Marks, or you could do Bandana Waddle Dee.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like those are people that are like his partners.
He's got a lot.
So there's definitely options, but like
people
Marks
wanted
is already
Bandana
in the
Dee
game
for a long time.
Yeah.
Even though I disagree, I think
there's nothing to do with him, honestly. Like, yes, I understand why you want him, but it's not going to be a good character.
But like, he doesn't have a very versatile moveset.
Yeah.
So they'd have to make everything up.
So.
Which they've done before. I mean, really.
Plant.
What are you talking about? His up smash is the thing that the plant does, and his down special is the thing that the plant does. And his side special is the poison one from Super Mario 3D World.
I've never had a plant do the forward smash on me, I'll be honest.
That one's new. The final smash is terrible.
Or his down smash.
How many times have you been running around with Mario and seen a piranha plant wobble around in a pot? I don't think any.
Get up in his pot, chase you down, and then spike you.
You know,
I'll admit, I've never had that happen.
Many a time.
But now I imagine they could put that in a future Mario game.
Which is terrifying to me. That would actually make Piranha Plant like a real-ass enemy.
Like a horror enemy. Yeah. You just have to run away from him.
You hear
he fucking waddles after you in his pot.
High-pitched fucking violin screeches as it approaches.
Like an Emmy.
Sorry, that's not. Yeah, like an Emmy. Oh my god,
dude,
that game. JJ, it combines intense and scary, I'll be honest.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry.
I fucking love it. It's amazing so far. I've been loving it. Classic Metroidvania style.
Gonna get it. Don't you worry.
Anyways, you know who's not in any Kirby game?
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not. You know who's not in any Metroid game?
Yeah, there we go. That one we know.
The Mario character of the episode. Wigger.
Or as Nintendo once posted on accident, Wigger.
Wigger. Oh, God.
They did that. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Screw up.
Do you guys remember that? It was like
I remember that.
It was like 2016 or 2017. It was a while ago.
A very bad screw up. They took it down immediately.
Yeah, they made a post. It was like a Happy Wiggler Day is what it was supposed today, but they forgot the L.
Happy Wigger Day, and everyone just screenshotted immediately. It was like, oh no, you're not forgetting that.
You're not losing this one, and then they deleted it immediately. So, in other words, how important they are? Extremely important, because they are now a historical moment in the life history of Nintendo.
Memes.
Agreed.
So, extremely, extremely important.
I think they're very important. They've been in like every game ever.
Also, that they're in a lot of games, and like,
they weren't in the first ones. They weren't in the first ones. They weren't in 1 or 2.
Not really. Couldn't really be.
I don't even know if they were in 3.
They weren't. They didn't really start showing up until The 3D ones, actually.
But like since they came out, they've been in every game. They've been in all the RPGs. They've been in all the sports games. They've been everywhere.
Yeah.
If they're in the sports games, if there's like Wiggler Stadium or like somewhere that has a Wiggler in it, all the Mario parties have a Wiggler level. Like everything's got Wiggler.
A mini game that has it, because like in the newest, not the newest one, but because the new one is that one that's a remake, but the one before that, Super Mario Party. That one, they had that mini game,
that Wiggler mini game
where you had to like pet it without waking it up, and that was fucked.
Yeah. So he's very important in Mario now. He's kind of iconic.
Very iconic.
He's in Sluggers. He has like a tiny ass bat, and I think he's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awful in Sluggers.
Why would I ever want to play as that thing? Like, no offense,
Isn't he fast,
fuck
though?
that thing.
Like, wasn't that his thing?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think he was that fast though.
That's like his entire thing though, is that he's fast when he runs.
It's just, but he did it upright, like half his body was up. Because like, that's what.
He was upright? What are you talking about? No, there's no way this is real. What the fuck?
Yeah, look up Sluggers and half his body's up and the other half is down.
Hold on, I'm pulling up my Google.
He's not kidding.
That's how he swung the bat too.
He is the fastest of all the powerful characters.
See, I thought so.
Oh my, I hate what I'm looking at here.
It's cursed.
He's just like trotting along on like 6 of his feet while he's halfway up.
The only time he goes down on all 4 was when he slides to like a base, basically.
God, I gotta get this game. I gotta get my Wii and play this again. I remember the story mode in this being actually pretty fun.
Yeah, and the whole game itself is really fun.
Well, yeah, that too.
But like, the kind of vibe they give off though, psychotic.
Bipolar. Yes, bipolar. Very bipolar.
But yeah, there you go.
To me, anyways.
No, I agree with you, because that's like half of their thing is like they're cool, and now they're extremely pissed at you and they're gonna kill you.
They just mimic a train, you know. That's what I like about them.
So their vibe is train.
Their vibe is
Any more things you want to add?
What?
No, because whenever they get she, whatever.
They do that.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. But
yeah.
But their vibe is train.
There's a Wiggler boss fight in I can't remember which
Galaxy?
Mario RPG I was playing.
In Galaxy.
No, it was one of the RPGs.
They're also in Galaxy, and then there's a level in Sunshine.
Yeah, they're fucking everywhere.
Where you have to like flip them upside down using the sand things.
They are a cart in Mario Kart.
Yep,
that too.
The Wiggler cart.
And a level.
Isn't it? Isn't the Wiggler? It's a bike, isn't it? Not a bike, but the like 4-wheeler ATV.
Yeah. It's the meta. It's the meta one.
Yeah, it's the good one. I think I have that unlocked. I should start using that.
Waluigi, Wiggler ATV, and then Azure rollers. That's the meta.
Which is almost what I play with already. So
basically, yeah.
What glider?
Yeah, what glider?
I do the one that. Which one is it?
Gotta do the Daisy with the full effect, you know. If you're
the Daisy is often one I use.
No, if he doesn't do Parasol, it's not the meta.
I think I used Parasol. I used Parasol originally because it was Zelda. Then I did Daisy for a little bit because it balanced out my cart.
That's not Parasol. Parasol's the peach one.
What?
Parasol's the peach one.
Yeah.
It's Zelda. The fuck?
You said paraglider.
I said Parasol every time.
No,
I never once said paraglider.
I said glider.
Well, Bray, back me up here.
Dre said glider. I combined the two. I see where I went wrong. Anyways, I would not be friends with a Wiggler. I also agree with that statement.
That's a
Dre,
liability.
how are you going to make
it
your
huge
pet?
Liability.
Do you guys know?
I've not had one friend so far.
What game he turns into Flutter, basically a butterfly? I know he's in Mario Party, but you don't see him turn it into that.
Yes, I think he does it in the RPG.
Does he do it in Aces? Is that what his power is?
That's his power.
Yeah, you're right.
Aces.
That's a special. Yeah. He like flies up and then hits it and then goes back to Wiggler.
Back to Caterpillar. I don't think that's how that works in
reverts back, yeah.
Entomology.
That's how it works for Wiggler for some reason. No, I would not be friends with one. Personally. That's just a liability.
First game appearance for Flutter was Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. What?
What the fuck?
That makes sense. He looks more like a Yoshi
Oh yeah,
character.
I remember that. I played Yoshi's Island. That game's really good if you guys haven't played that, by the way.
You know, I've never played Yoshi's Island.
It's supposed to be the second Super Mario World, but you play as Yoshi.
Yo, look how weird this Wiggler looks on Make Wiggler Squirm for Super Mario 64.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's tough.
It looks really
I know what he's
bad.
talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Make Wiggler Squirm. That's an awful name for a minigame. You understand? I'm just gonna sit here and silence.
He sent it to Irradiated Boys, maybe.
Oh,
Rated it anyways.
am I supposed to say, like, am I friends with him or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would assume
waiting
the
on
rest
that.
of us did.
I would say so. I mean, you can get a whip him on the tail, and he'd be like some aggressive horse.
Dre.
No, he keeps doing it. He keeps committing to this psycho shit.
He's like a horse,
What
you know?
the fuck, Dre? Dre, what the fuck?
Dude, okay, imagine you're out with your buddies.
No, I'm not imagining this.
No,
I'm
you
done.
can-
No.
I want to hear this.
Imagine you're out with your buddies, right? Like 4 or 5, and you're like, bro, I got this
Wait,
Wiggler.
4 or 5 people, or like
4
4 or 5 in the
people.
morning?
You could either or. Yeah, you know, 4 or 5 people at 4 or 5 a.m. And you come over and you're like, dude, check out this big ass caterpillar I got. And you just fucking ride it around.
What the fuck?
But it like hates people. That's
he
this
gets
entire
pissed
thing.
off as soon as anyone does, though.
Yeah, that's
So
like
you just whip him on the tail
like a
then
chance.
every time he gets pissed off.
I don't
So he's
know.
gonna
Maybe
make it
pulled a
angrier.
flower on his head or something.
What's wrong with
Dre
you?
has
What's
had this
wrong with
weirdest
you?
concept for being friends with each and every one of these. Friend in Dre's head means that like he controls them.
Dre, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question, Dre.
Yo, what's up?
What is your girlfriend to you?
What'd you say?
She have a whip?
Oh. She's my girlfriend.
Or does it go the other way around?
Yeah.
How do you treat
is
that
it like
one?
is it like your friends like
Yeah, exactly.
Mario?
You're like,
Well,
well,
if I'm
I
on
keep
top
her
of
around, but I
she
keep her in the
doesn't really-
cage.
She can't hit me. Like what the fuck?
Jesus, dude.
He looks like a pretty
That's a
happy
good
dude.
that's a good take on it though for being friend with him. You know, from Dre's perspective.
It's wrong.
Yeah, but it's a good one for him.
That's true. That's
Creative for him.
So when did they change his hands to having like mittens in the front ones?
Or the gloves?
Yeah, he has gloves in the front ones.
I have no
but
idea.
Sometimes he doesn't.
I don't know.
That was an inclusion for an RPG, I believe.
It looks like it was probably just in Sluggers or something.
With that, I know because they've got them in the RPGs and they've got it in the Mario parties.
But
So-
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like the Wiggler has like the gloves, but then like a generic
The
Wiggler.
That
You know,
sounds like a fucking DC villain.
The Wiggler.
Wiggler.
Kite Man.
You're fucked, Batman.
It's
I do
me.
the wiggle.
Woo. It's just the Wiggles stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. Oh god, I don't want to. Oh, that's totally a kind of villain that DC would put out though.
I'm gonna send him a mail.
That
Oh,
fucking Captain Boomerang.
Trevor, you were mentioning Wiggler races, and I was just thinking like, what the fuck is he talking about? And it's the maple tree or something in like the Wii version where the
Yeah.
huge ass Wigglers are running around.
Yeah,
They're huge.
it's also on the Switch.
That one is?
Yep.
God, I haven't played it in a long time.
I don't know if it's the same level, but there are a couple actually that have giant Wigglers running around. Or no, there's just the one. There's one that has a giant Wiggler running around in circles.
What?
Yeah.
Baby Park's got Wiggler aesthetics.
Who?
Baby Park in Mario Kart, they've got Wigglers like.
Well, there's
on
literally
the-
a Wiggler Park too.
That's true.
In Sluggers too.
Yeah.
And Sluggers, I know that one.
But I mean, that's really what else can you say about Wiggler? You know, he's a psycho.
He's mean.
That's all there is to it.
He fell asleep
abusive.
on the egg,
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
and he trapped that goddamn bird.
Yeah,
Fucking should have stayed there.
yeah, Wiggler's fucked. But you know what's not that fucked, but sometimes fucked?
The listening.
The 2 listen questions of the episode. Which
Sometimes they're fucked.
We gotta get like a new name for these things, really.
Hey, this is a segment.
Hey, what's that sound?
Hey, what's that sound?
That's an actual thing, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
No.
Hey, what's that? Yeah, that is. I think
that's a song, isn't it?
What's that sound? It's the two listed segments of the episode. Woo! Let's go.
So this is
what's
a
that
segment
sound effect?
where me and my two good old pals here, we like do this game show thing, right? And they have to guess the sound I made for them. Is that
intense?
Gunshots?
It's the fucking Vine boom sound effect.
Alright, the first one's
what
up.
What fucking like Gen Z or Dre is? He doesn't know what Vine is. Oh my god.
Right? Oh, fuck.
I almost called him a millennial.
So, whoa, these are long. What
yeah, so you're gonna...
A minute and a half!
Damn, what is this?
Why are you locked in the bathroom? You talking to me?
Can I listen?
Can I listen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me talk.
The first one?
So this is gonna be a bit different. Okay. No multiple choice, and you have to guess where this is from.
I'm assuming it's music.
Yep, but it's from shows, from anime specifically.
Shows? Oh, anime. Okay.
Oh, the first one is You Say Run.
What?
Can you just slow down and listen?
I'm sorry. I listened to 3 seconds. I know that fucking intro.
I've heard memes of this a million times.
Yeah. I've also, like, enjoyed the song. It's in my PR playlist.
What the fuck? No, it isn't.
You Say Run?
Listen.
It's not?
There were vocals in it?
What the fuck?
You listen to the first one.
We just have to guess what anime it's from, Trey?
Yep.
What the fuck?
I skip OPs after a while, so I have no clue. Shit!
I mean, it's definitely an opening song for something. Problem is I skipped every anime's opening that I've ever watched except One Piece.
I don't skip them all. I watch them a couple times and then I'm done.
Well, no,
I
watched the original like first season of My Hero's opening.
Yeah, because those were pretty solid.
Like, a symphony. No, just the first season with the symphony. The rest of them sucked.
Yeah.
That sounds like Attack on Titan to me.
Fuck, I never finished
is that Made in Abyss? Oh no! Wait, it's Promise Neverland. That kind of.
I never watched that one either. Fuck.
You guys are listening to the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend, I was on the couch and she started playing like anime intro to My Hero, and I was like, why can't I remember where this is from? And I was like, this gave me a great idea to listen questions. Is, sometimes you listen to the intros and outros of anime, and you're like, where is that from?
Sometimes you don't ever listen to them.
I don't know what this is from.
I listened to him, like JJ said, I listened to him like 2-3 times, and then,
I just start skipping them.
But if they're complete bangers, then I listen to them all the time.
It sounds like Promise Neverland to me. The first one.
I
never saw Promise Neverland. If it is, so...
JJ, what's your guess?
I have no clue. It feels like it could be for like something like Code Geass or something, like that. But I don't think so.
I'll give you guys a hint.
Attack on Titan could
also be Attack on Titan. That has a very Attack on Titan feel to me as well, with the strings and everything.
I don't remember it though. I don't remember it being in any of them.
I don't think it is.
I'll give you guys a hint. It's something that I've watched, so the list isn't that big.
Oh, let me just pull that up on my phone.
Let me just pull back up what he said.
All right, guys.
That's my multiple choice. That's the multiple choice right there. Let me find that.
There we go. Gotta go back a little bit.
He sent that a day or two ago. I gotta
okay. I didn't. In that list, I haven't watched. Well, shit. Is there check marks in there? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, I guess it's more than like...
Really almost there. I
don't know if I'm almost there.
I am, because I just passed my Kirby.
We talk a lot in this. We talk a lot in this.
Fucking, I say one thing and they're like, oh, resources. Let's just go and use that.
Look, you said no hints. I'm using my resources.
I assumed it was from something that, like, you'd seen already.
Yeah. It's like whenever...
ones that you'd seen.
It's like whenever you get a take-home exam, Dre, you understand this. And they're like, don't use other things. And,
you're like, well, I'm gonna.
And then you do anyways. Ooh,
God, really
fuck, it could be Made in Abyss.
Oh, here it is. That's what I thought. I thought it was Made in Abyss.
Can you guys, like, kind of picture...
Oh, it could also be Demon Slayer.
Could you guys, like...
It's not Mob Psycho.
No, it's not Mob Psycho. Because I had the mob.
That'd be way too obvious.
Yeah.
That'd be really easy.
So it could be Promised Neverland.
I think it's Made in Abyss.
It could be Made in Abyss.
It sounds like that style. Like, that and like Promised Neverland have that really... It
could be Demon Slayer. I could see it being a Demon Slayer one.
That's true, too. Demon Slayer intros were so unmemorable to me, though.
I'm going to go with Made in Abyss, though.
I'm going with Made in Abyss.
You two are going with Made in Abyss?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
It's not right.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Demon Slayer?
It is Goblin Slayer.
Oh, were you fucking kidding me? Really? You need to put that on this list.
I didn't?
He didn't. Huh. No, it's on there, but it doesn't have a check mark.
You didn't put that you watched it.
That's what you get for using the list.
You said it was one that you watched before.
How are we supposed to know what you've seen, Dre? I don't fucking have that. Dre, what have I seen?
No joke, though. Goblin Slayer was fire. Like that show. That show was fucked up. That show was really dark.
Violence.
Well, that was a good first one.
Have you seen that one, JJ? Have you seen Goblin Slayer?
I saw the first episode and I went, holy shit, I gotta watch this.
This is fucking dark. Yeah. Oh, it's great. Great all the way through.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, did that come through?
Yeah, kind of.
I just opened my mouth and it...
So that's Goblin Slayer. I mean, a lot of them have like that same vibe of sound.
I know.
That's why I said it could be literally any of the ones that I said, because they all sound like that kind of music. Like
I hope we get the fucking like third intro to My Hero next.
Every anime that's like really dark has that kind of music.
I know. The really intense, fast lyrics that's sung by a girl.
Hey Trevor, or JJ, is it the intro or outro?
I don't know. I haven't that thing?
That's the intro.
That's got to be intro.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
That's the intro.
Anime outros are always completely different tones.
Really
from
somber
else.
and like, or happy and upbeat. Like, it makes no sense.
Or they're like reminiscent.
Yeah.
So
everything that's always intense is always the intro.
I believe I got a point there. Sorry, guys.
Nice. That's a point for Dre. We have seen it, so we have no excuse.
Go ahead and watch or
number 2.
Sorry, listen to the second one.
Oh, it's Megalobox. It's the outro.
Oh, it is Megalobox. Huh, yeah.
Any more questions?
Nope, that's it.
That's
all right. I had 2 seconds. I just learned and I knew what I was listening to.
I started listening to like a second after JJ did. I was like, oh, yeah, it is.
Is it the intro or outro?
Nice.
It's the outro. I said it. It's Megalobox outro.
That's the outro.
Yeah.
Plays over the credits with that really cool neon aesthetic.
The intro is also way more intense.
The intro's got like a heavy rock feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. We took like 5 to 7 minutes on the first one. It took like 2 seconds on the second one.
First one's fucking hard, dude. I know, like I said, every kind of anime that's super dark and fucked up, they all have that kind of sound.
Megalobox outro has a very distinct sound.
Yeah.
Also, I watched it like a couple months ago.
Nice. I still have to watch the new one.
Yeah,
same.
I have Funimation now. I could watch it.
Oh, fuck, I don't.
You use mine.
I think it's on Hulu, and I can get Hulu for $3 a month right now for 6 months. So.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah.
I
don't know why. They just sent me an email with that offer, and I went, fuck yeah.
I have Hulu for free because my girlfriend pays for it.
My girlfriend pays for it. My name's Dwayne, and I have a sugar mama.
Nice.
Congratulations. What's that like?
It's a good thing to have. Good thing to have.
Not really. But, okay. So...
She's also broke in college.
We're gonna move on to questions of the episode.
We're gonna move on from Trey's personal life.
You know what isn't a listen question? A question.
Yes. Thank you, Trevor.
I don't believe that for a second.
You're welcome.
This is where you actually read or listen. Well, no, you listen to me. You listen to me talking about the question.
So it's a listening question.
Wait a second.
No, it's a question.
Okay, so
I think you should rename the first segment and name that soundbite.
Name that soundbite.
Oh, that's good. Name that soundbite. That's good.
Soundbite?
Yeah, yes. Like BYTE.
Okay.
Is that what you're thinking, Trevor, or am I just inserting that myself?
No, you're correct.
Okay.
You're correct.
Is the second one going to be called What's That Answer?
What's that question? What's that question sound like coming out of Dre's mouth?
I like it.
It's a mouthful of a thing, but I think it works.
Are you smarter than a 6-year-old?
Are you smarter than a sick gamer?
So you guys were literally just talking about this game not too long ago, and I hope you guys know what this answer is. In Minecraft, what items do you need to craft rabbit stew?
The rabbit meat, mushrooms to make soup, bowl.
Sorry, Buster. It's bowl, rabbit, and carrot.
Why the fuck do you know that?
He looked it up.
I don't. That's a guess, though.
There's rabbit.
And I assume that's correct, though.
There's rabbit and there's bowl.
There's rabbit, there's bowl, there's soup.
And there's something else, and there's soup.
And there's a soup here.
And where are you at? I'm at the soup store.
Why are you looking for clothing at the soup store?
Fuck you!
Okay, there's your answers. Hey yo, Dre from a different time and realm. We forgot to mention the answers for the question. So A is bowl, egg, cooked rabbit, carrot, baked potato. B is bowl, mushroom, wheat, carrot, baked potato. C is bowl, mushroom, cooked rabbit, carrot, beetroot. And D is bowl, mushroom, cooked rabbit, carrot, baked potato. And I'm out. Choose from.
Why are you locked in the soup store? You buying clothes for me?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the fuck? It's D.
I'm going with...
No.
C.
It is C.
I'm going with C. Bowl, mushroom, cooked rabbit, carrot, beetroot.
It's C.
Final answers?
I said it first. Yes,
yeah,
C. Final answer.
It's D.
Oh, fuck you.
God damn it, I should have stuck with my fucking...
No beetroot.
When the fuck did they add that? I've never made that before.
Baked potato.
Shut.
It fills your hunger up all the way.
When did they add that?
I don't know. When they added the rabbits, I assume. Which was a few updates ago.
Yeah.
There's foxes now. Did you know that?
Oh.
Can I make a fox stew?
And there's better caves?
Is there frogs?
I want to make a fox stew.
Yeah, we gotta get back in that world. That world was great. We just started it. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying, dude. What the fuck?
I know. I was building up the... God damn, we gotta get back
too, but he can't get the fucking... Wait, yeah. No, we're playing on the normal edition, so Dre could get it too.
Wait, what? No, I thought we were playing on Java.
No, we're not playing on Java.
Are we on Bedrock?
I don't think. Pretty sure it's on
Pretty sure we're on Java. Anyways. What's the next question, Dre?
Have a bunch of mods in it.
Okay, guys. So, look at your Discord.
I am.
What is the name of this villager?
Fuck if I know.
No idea. No clue.
Oh, come on, guys.
Jerry's.
No, I have no idea.
Barry.
I don't listen.
Harry?
Listen.
Alright, I'm gonna give you the answers.
There's a select cast of fucking villagers that I've sought after, and that ain't one of them.
It's Rough.
It's not Butch. Not Butch.
Fucking going with Rough.
I think it's Biscuit. I'm going with Biscuit.
Did he graduate
Mac
in
because Mac Miller.
2019 he graduated.
He's very young.
He's young. He's pretty young.
He looks like 30.
He does look old. Yeah. But if you
makes
graduate,
sense.
I mean,
19,
Trevor, do you remember
definitely
what you looked like when you graduated?
Younger.
Ish. You just said that like fucking.
I'm going with.
You just said that like Chuck E. Cheese when he said poggers on stream. Poggers.
Poggers. I'm going with biscuit. I'm going with A.
I'm gonna go with.
You said C.
I did say C originally. I'm feeling Mac, because Mac Miller.
JJ, you're right.
Fuck you, JJ.
Hey.
Biscuit is the name of another dog villager. Butch is the name of another dog villager.
He literally looks like a biscuit. That's why I said it.
Rough, I just made up. And Mac is the right name. So
Yay! Shout out to Mac Miller. Rest in peace.
JJ gains a point. Is he taking the lead against Trevor on questions?
Is that true? Do you know what the score is?
I do. You are ahead by 1, and now, since you got another one, you're ahead by 2.
Yay!
I think you guys are tied on listen questions, though.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm in the caboose, with like 1 or 2 points, because I keep fucking up questions.
You literally have to rely on us getting them wrong.
Fucking up the questions and losing points.
There's going to be an episode where JJ and I will pose some questions for you.
Oh, just for me?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Just
for you. We'll both ask the question.
Of things that read it off you should know. Yeah. Pose you an entomology question.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how to look shit up for that, but alright.
Yeah, well, Anyways. You know what isn't a listen question of the episode?
Mac isn't.
But could be. Mac Miller isn't. We know that now.
No.
He's not a listen question. Well, actually, he was. He was the answer to the second question. But he's not JJ talking about Legend of Zelda 1 and 2.
Yes, I'm doing that.
Right now.
Okay. So, clearly, Legend of Zelda 1. Staple in the fucking series because it was the first one. Who didn't love this game when it came out?
Me.
Open world. Well, fuck you. You weren't. Neither. I'm pretty sure none of us were alive because it came out in 1986.
Yeah.
So, fucking dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going off. Anyways, I can't.
Staple.
Think over this
you
goddamn
said you had a
dog.
lot to talk about it.
I know.
Now you're just blanking.
You can't hear this. Hold on.
No, I can't. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just hear silence from you.
He goes, this fucking dog, just looking at it in Discord.
It barking in the background. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Can't even hear it through your microphone.
I know, hey. That's why I was just
Legend
quiet.
of Zelda 1, a game that only you have played out of all of us 3.
Really? Neither of you guys
Same
have
for
ever...
Legend of Zelda 2.
Nope.
Nah, I can believe that as well. The first one, very classic. Open world, completely, basically. You could go anywhere from the very beginning, more or less. Just
Except for
wouldn't
places
go
that are
well.
locked out by items, like a Metroidvania.
The only thing that would be is that some of the dungeons were locked behind keys, and item progression, but that's about it. Honestly.
Like a Metroidvania.
Yeah, so it's not like super, super open world, but it's pretty fucking open world. Which of course then inspired Breath of the Wild later. Everybody knows the classic, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. That's literally on the first screen. If you walk away from there, you don't get your sword.
And you die.
Game holds up pretty well still. For a classic game, the top-down style still works fairly well. The movement's fairly solid. Some things are to be desired, however, it's the first one, so who cares? Weapons are great and all that. A lot of the original weapons from the series or a lot of the staple weapons from the series were introduced in this game. Bombs, boomerang, arrows, even like the strength bracelet and stuff like that.
Wasn't a grappling hook in it?
No. Grappling hook first made its appearance in Link to the Past.
That's what I'm thinking of. Another top-down.
Yes, which I think they called it the hook shot in that one too.
Yeah.
Well, the grappling hook is only in Wind Waker, technically. Everything else is the hook shot.
That's the most recent one that I have played, the randomizer with you.
Oh, yeah. It's the only one you played.
Not the only one I've played. Fuck you.
I know, I'm fucking with you. Anyways, but classic game. It starts up the entire series. You know, Triforce, Ganon, Zelda, save the princess, beat the monster. Yay! In the timeline, it's in the Hero Falls. I want to say the hero loses. Split.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have to talk about Zelda timeline lore.
Yeah, let me double check. I gotta pull this up just to convince. But 1 and 2 are in order. So 1 happens and then 2 is a direct sequel to 1. And I believe it's in the hero loses timeline.
That's the only part of the timeline progression that makes sense. Like game release wise.
Oh yeah, it's the only one. Fucking zoom in.
Wait, do Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, do those take place in the same timeline?
No, because Ocarina of Time's the split.
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, okay, so they're the last part of the hero is defeated timeline. Legend of Zelda
which
1
game was
and then
the first
Zelda
one in
2.
the timeline series? Like that made the
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. Wow, that's fucking wild to think about.
It's the very first one. Ocarina of Time is then the split, where it goes to 3 timelines. The hero is defeated, and then there's 2 that is the hero is triumphant. One where he goes back and lives out his life as a child at the end, and one where he stays as an adult afterwards.
Is Dre even here right now? Is he even listening to this?
I am listening. I have nothing to say because I don't really know that much about it.
I was just wondering if you were actually paying attention, because there's going to be a test at the end.
Oh.
Yes,
JJ
I have
and
questions.
already talked about this.
I have questions prepared. So, anyways.
But Zelda 1, though.
Zelda 1, I mean, bosses kind of get repetitive. They're reused pretty much just 3 of them the entire time. If you do the game correctly, you got lucky. Or you looked up a guide, because fuck you if you figured this game out correctly on your first try. There's no way. It's just another one of those games that's just like, the old games, it's just like, you are here.
Unless your name is Sam.
Sam's fucked. He
I think
doesn't
Sam
count.
did.
He doesn't count for anything. So
I think Sam didn't play the first Zelda until like way later on too.
Probably not. I did because so actually my first Zelda game was on the GameCube and it was the collector's edition. It was Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and then a Wind Waker demo.
That's a sick collection.
Yeah, and I've still got that. It's great. It was a great fucking I love that game. So I had Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 from the very start. As a kid, fuck if I knew what to do. Like, I had trouble for a little bit with Majora's Mask at the beginning because I didn't know that you had to just go up to the watchtower after getting the fucking thing on the 3rd day so that way you could actually progress the game. Or the clock tower. Whatever. So kid me didn't understand that shit at all. But
how the fuck were us supposed to understand most of those games? Like, especially Ocarina of Time. No, especially Majora's Mask.
That one was harder. Just because they had to make it complicated with no assets. But,
yeah, there was so much back and forth that you had to know where to go during a set amount of time.
We'll talk about that a different time.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, finding your way around. If not for that, everything's great, honestly.
Is there a map or no?
Yeah, you have a map.
What the fuck? That's advanced.
Yeah, you have a mini-map, too. It's top left corner, I want to say.
Damn.
Pull it up real quick.
What console was that released on?
Nintendo Entertainment System.
It was on the NES, okay.
Yep. It's number 1.
What about Zelda 2?
Zelda 2 is also on the NES. And so, with that, I guess I can just kind of move into that one. Zelda 2 is nothing like Zelda 1. At all. Well, there's some top-down section, but every single encounter with an enemy, every single dungeon, or every single temple, sorry. In this game, they're temples. Which is where the original Smash stage temple was inspired from. Was from Zelda 2. Including the one song that everybody thinks of when you go to the temple, the da 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 that one. That's from Zelda 2. Which is everybody knows that song, but nobody's ever played that game.
So Zelda 2 just objectively better?
No. Most people hate it.
Oh.
Because it's a side-scrolling, like, for all of the encounters with the fights.
What?
Yeah, so people weren't expecting that and weren't a fan of it when it came out. Because they were like, this is not what I wanted because it's not like the first thing, as they always do. However, me personally, I actually enjoy the second one a little bit more. The fighting style, it's all about like being able to move well with the mechanics. So like most of the time you're attacking certain enemies, you're jumping and slashing at the same time, so you can actually hit them in a perfect spot because they can shield you, or you have to do the right jump maneuver over it, but it all controls fairly well is the thing. Like, like sometimes in Castlevania, you're like, fucking move better, asshole. Don't really have that much problems in Zelda 2. I feel like, for the most part, whenever I play it, when there's a mistake in a movement, it's not because the game doesn't respond the way I want it to, it's because I messed up. And I like the combat thing, and then also it's got a leveling system in it, like a generic RPG. So as you defeat enemies, you get experience points. As you get experience points, you can level up your attack, you can level up your HP, you can level up your magic, and all that. So like by the end of the game, if you do it right, you could be slightly over leveled for where you should be for the boss, as if you just play straight through.
I had no idea it had a leveling system.
Yep, and it's very different.
But you like it better than Zelda 1.
Huh?
Right? But
I do like it
than Zelda 1.
I like it better than Zelda 1. It's more I think just because like once you get into like understand the combat's a lot of fun. Like being able to kind of cheese out an enemy or like bounce on their that's where Link's down air came from in Smash, is from Zelda 2. That down aerial attack where he stabs his sword down and he can bounce off enemies, you can do that in Zelda 2. So you could bounce from one enemy to another enemy to another enemy and get like 3 hits of damage in one movement. So,
but it's not the same Link.
They stole that from Mario.
What did you say, Dre?
I said it's not the same Link though. So how would you remember?
It's the same Link as the first Zelda, yeah.
I think he meant moving to different games in the timelines.
Oh no, because it's one of the last ones.
Oh yeah.
I mean, technically, it's a reincarnation of the one from Skyward Sword, and they all are. Except for a couple. Technically, it's complicated. Please don't ask me. It's complicated.
We're gonna be asking you in future episodes.
I know. I will when I'm in those episodes. I'll have an answer. I'll have to look it up though.
Explain the whole thing to me once upon a time.
I did, and it was confusing.
Yeah,
you were confusing yourself.
And I don't recall it now. I can tell you that.
Yep, because it was too confusing to be worth remembering. But I think Zelda 2 is better. It's got great music. Again, it's kind of difficult without a guide. However, this one is feasible to finish because to move around the world, it is still top down. The world map's a lot smaller though. The thing that extends the game length is the amount of dungeons in it, and then also sometimes to get from point to point on the overworld map, you have to go through a short little side-scrolling section. So where you'll have to fight enemies in like a cave, like jump over pits, and try not to get knocked in by people that are attacking you. So it's
weird.
I think it's a good game, and it holds up. It's on the NES Classics. They've even got a version where it like starts you out with half of the items and like 2 parts upgraded health and magic and attack. So if you want to play it but easier, do that one. It's like the SP special thing.
It makes me think of like old school Fire Emblem, where like if you lost party members in a fight, they die permanently.
Yeah, they don't. Well, you can still do that in Fire Emblem.
It's true. Now they have that mode again. It's true.
The only downside, because you can get a game over in Zelda 2. And Zelda's, fun fact, were one of the first games to include saving and save files. Because the Marios didn't have that.
Huh.
So Zelda was one of the first games to include a save file, where you could stop the game, save it, and then pick it up again from where you were. Fuck. What was I saying before that?
Mario.
No, you were saying that.
No,
what the fuck,
that.
Trey? I'm talking about with Zelda 2.
I'm talking about the combat system and the leveling and everything.
Oh. It's fun.
Nice.
I don't know what I was saying now. It's gone. It's gone.
Well, I mean, to me, I'm not very I'll be honest, I'm not very interested in playing them.
I would say give Zelda 2 a shot and like get through the first dungeon at least. Like that's which doesn't take long to do. Like you could do that in 15 minutes probably.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it when I'm done with Metroid Dread. Maybe.
Maybe. But I think that's a solid way to start out because it's a good game. It's possible to get through without a guide. That's like the nice part at least. But there are some secrets that clearly reward you for exploring everything. So that help you like level up more and all that nonsense. And sometimes things are bad. Oh, and the I am error thing that everybody knows? Yeah. Not an error.
What?
It's not an error.
Well, what is it?
It's a joke. Because there's a guy on the other side. That guy's name is Error. He has a brother. His name didn't get translated. His name is Bagu, which means bug or glitch.
Oh.
So, fun fact, Error is not...
So that was supposed to be something
that
else.
That was a reference to that.
Huh.
So, it just did not get translated for some reason. And so everybody was like, oh, this is broken. Huh.
The fuck?
So, there you go. Learned something new, too. But that's about all I got. Again, end of the timeline for the heroes defeated from Ocarina of Time split. Then technically from there it goes back to Breath of the Wild. And all of them go back to Breath of the Wild because Nintendo said fuck you at some point.
End of Zelda 2, Link goes and puts out the first flame, and then everything falls into darkness. Dark Souls timeline is completed there as well. 2 timelines killed in one go. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
We'll go with that. Anyways.
Well, I wrote the Zelda lore, so if I have to rewrite it, I'll do that too.
True.
Interesting.
I'm done talking about that. That's what I got.
I'm done. It's over.
We're done. Wrap it up, Drake.
I thought you said you had a question for me.
Oh yeah. Which timeline was it in? I just said it again.
He just said it.
I need multiple choice.
No, you don't.
It's
there are
3.
Okay, your 2 choices.
No, there's 3 of them.
Okay,
the hero is defeated. The hero wins and goes on as a child. The hero wins and goes on as an adult.
Hero wins and goes on to an adult.
Oh my fucking god.
Is that your answer?
No, because Trevor sounded like it was wrong.
We said it. He said it multiple times.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
You weren't fucking
listening. I asked you if you were paying attention.
He wasn't.
I'm staring at my computer.
He wasn't paying attention, Dre. You disappoint me.
I'm sorry.
The hero is defeated.
It's the hero is defeated timeline.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
Evidently not.
Don't you dare.
For both games, he said it for both games.
Yeah.
And
then I said it when I was wrapping up just there. I'm pretty sure.
It's hero is
But I guess
defeated.
Dre having never played... Yeah, there you go. Good job. But I guess Dre having never played any of the Zelda games,
over your thing before.
He has no way of knowing what that even means.
I know.
Well, he's played Breath of the Wild. But that's it.
Which is the one that
Doesn't
brings
give
all
you
of the
any
timelines
sort of-
back together because Nintendo fucking hates you for some reason.
Yep.
Anyways.
Okay, well that's that.
So, Trevor, you want to do the thing?
That's the thing. Eat my ass. I always come into this without having a thing prepared. I also stopped recording. I also